This is the brand new Sony 100mm F2.8 macro G Master that has just been released and is honestly a massive game changer. This is, if I'm being honest, one of the most exciting lenses that I've seen in the last few years to be released here. And I'm gonna go through this, give you my first impressions of this lens, just kind of spitball and talk about really how I feel about this and what this thing actually is before we really dive into the nitty-gritty sharpness and optics and all that stuff, the really detailed stuff in my full in-depth review. But I just wanted to really talk about this lens and how big of a game changer this really is, what it can replace, and what the future of lenses look like, because this thing is absolutely blowing my mind. Thanks so much to Sony for sending me this for review. As usual, I had to send it back. They didn't pay me to make this video. It gives me a little bit of kind of before everybody buys it to kind of give you my thoughts of this lens. And spoiler alert, I think I'll be picking this up and it's going to be replacing several of my lenses. If you do watch the channel, I love macro photography and video. I shoot a lot of it, and this thing is literally changing the game. I wanted to go through, talk about the versatility of this thing, just how I don't even understand how they've engineered this to do so much across the board. And it's finally a macro G Master lens. So macro lovers, we finally, after a long wait, I wasn't expecting this. Here we are, a 100mm macro 2.8 G Master lens. And you might be thinking, well, we already have a 90mm here, the G series lens. Now I've had this thing forever. I've won awards with it. It has served me incredibly well. I film with this thing pretty much with every YouTube video. It's versatile. It's just fantastic. And I'm gonna be honest here, this thing absolutely blows it out of the water. There's absolutely no comparison. Now, again, for beginners, if you're getting into macro, if you want just a cheaper lens for product photography, or maybe just getting in shooting bugs and stuff, this is a great option. It's a great autofocus lens. It's got 1:1 magnification. It's a great option. But in today's day and age, and for the price of this G Master, it's not comparable. So I'm really excited to talk about this lens today, guys. This is not just a 100mm 1:1 macro. This is so much more. So first of all, let's talk about the actual macro capabilities, because it's a macro lens. It does shoot 1:1 macro, which is true to life, and that's really cool. But this thing out of the box actually does 1.4:1, which is substantially more. And that magnification we haven't really seen in an autofocus lens, or that ability ever. Okay, but here's where it gets crazy. You can actually use teleconverters to just get into extreme macro photography with this thing. Not to mention, you can just turn this thing into a super telephoto, 200-300mm, which we'll get into, but throw this 2x teleconverter on this thing and you're getting 2.8x1 macro, extreme macro with autofocus. This is where this thing is blowing my mind. If you shoot macro, if you know the complexity and the tediousness of shooting with manual macro lenses like this guy, this 2.5 to 5x macro, completely manual. It's a lot of work. There's a learning curve. This thing takes the guesswork out of that. It feels like cheating, and it kind of makes me upset almost, because I had to learn the hard way over the years. I don't regret it at all, because it made me just such a much better photographer. But man, I am super excited to see this thing come into the market here. 2.8:1 is bananas. And autofocus, the ability to track subjects in macro is wild. So it's not perfect. There's gonna be some instances where you're gonna probably wanna rely on manual focus, but wow, to get into these magnification ranges and have autofocus is just absolutely unbelievable. Here's a few more examples that I'll share with you. Just look at the detail, the quality, and these are just typical shots, but let's have a look at some of the extreme macro that I've been shooting with this teleconverter. And I wanna say that the real struggle when you get into these magnifications is really physics, and getting good image quality without ghosting, without flare, without chromatic aberration is really tough. Diffraction, it's a really sensitive thing when you get into those. And this thing just, I don't know how, but annihilates those issues. The sharpness of this lens, of course, is being a macro lens, is very impressive, but it takes it to another level. And what Sony was trying to do with this lens was make it mind-blowingly sharp, but also soft. So how do you get your subject razor sharp, just disgustingly sharp, but also have beautiful transitions and backgrounds? Well, they threw in 11 aperture blades, and I gotta say, the transitions and the softness of this lens is true G Master quality. It is absolutely spectacular. It's beautiful. The character of this lens is just beautiful. And it is really a do-it-all lens if you're kind of needing this focal range. And another incredible thing about this lens is it's not just a macro lens. The autofocus capabilities of this thing, both close up and far, are just spectacular. Miles ahead of the 90, and honestly, a really good contender to non-macro lenses. And just the speed of this thing is something really we haven't seen in this type of lens ever. So it's not just a macro lens either. You can shoot up close 1:1, 1.4:1, 2.8:1, or you can throw it out to 100 and get some telephoto shots, shoot some portraits, shoot some animals. I've got some examples of that too. Throw teleconverters on this and use this thing as a 200, 300mm crop mode. Like, it's insanely versatile, and the autofocus is there for everything you could possibly need. Sports, whatever, it's gonna keep up. Focus limiting switch, and everything you could ever want in terms of what's on this lens, buttons and switches. Full-time DMF, which is fantastic, something that the 90 did not have. We've got a focus limiting switch, which is really important when you're shooting macro, if you don't want a bunch of hunting and whatnot, because in those magnifications, we're talking fractions of an inch, fractions of a millimeter in a lot of cases. So the ability to have some sort of autofocus, at least to get you to where you need to be and then fine tune it manually even, is huge. So we've also got optical steady shot, of course. Image stabilization is very good in this thing, and that's really important again, especially if you're hand holding macro. And then we've got an iris lock here. We've got automatic manual focus switch, and we actually have 2 customizable focus hold buttons and the original clutch mechanism, and that's gonna let you go from automatic to manual so you can see exactly your magnification ratio right on the lens, which is really cool. So we're gonna get into more of the technical and some of the improvements of these things in the full in-depth review. But for now, I just wanted to share my thoughts, just talk about how this thing has just blown me away completely, share a few more of my favorite shots to date with this lens. For video shooters, for photographers, this has knocked it out of the park. I am over the moon with this thing. And again, I think this lens is actually going to replace several of my lenses. One caveat here is that it's a little bit more than the MSRP on the 90, which I don't know how they've done considering it's a macro lens. Not a huge jump there, which kind of decimates the value of the 90, if you ask me, MSRP anyways. But if you did want to get into those higher magnifications, investing in the teleconverters is going to be a little bit pricey. But again, the versatility, throw these on other lenses, other telephotos, if you're a bird, nature, whatever, sports shooter, there are applications. So using these things for more than just reach, now we're getting magnification. Bravo, Sony, it's just phenomenal. So my first impressions of this thing, I cannot wait to show you, dive deep into how to use this thing. Check out some of my other macro videos, guys. I will warn you and say, like I always do when it comes to macro, you're not gonna pick this lens up and just think you're gonna get incredible macro shots, especially at those higher magnifications. There's a learning curve, and we're dealing with such tiny planes of focus. You're probably gonna have to focus stack, but honestly, Sony's taking the guesswork out of that as well. So I've got a bunch of tutorials on that, but guys, if you wanna see my adventures with this thing, make sure you hit that like and subscribe button. If you wanna pick it up, I will drop affiliate links down below. I'm pretty sure I am, as soon as I figure some things out here financially and maybe sell a few. This is a no-brainer. So thanks so much for watching, guys. And like always, make mistakes, be yourself, and get out there and take some more pictures. See you next time.